Hi, and welcome to the Sit Down with Suzanne podcast. I am your host, Suzanne. Well, who am I? I'm a author, a life coach, a minister, a motivational speaker, and a leader with over 20 odd years of experience leading multi-billion dollar corporations. And I am here for your listening pleasure. To all my first-time visitors, welcome to the show. And for my returning listeners, thank you. I appreciate every like, every subscribe, every share. I just truly appreciate you. So I'm wrapping up season two. Wow, season two. I can't believe it. It's season two. When I started this podcast, I knew nothing about podcasts, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot I don't know about podcasts, but I love it. I love it. I enjoy it. And it's an opportunity for me to connect with you guys one-on-one and be authentically me. So thank you guys so much for showing up. I hope you've been keeping up with season two. I talk about things that are relevant to me. I think that are relevant to society right now, things that I'm going through. And my motto. I want to inspire, I want to motivate, and I want to empower. It's all about positive things, all right? So even when we're talking about things that are not positive, there's always a way to find that silver lining. I guess that's why they call me Positively Suzanne. All right, so as I mentioned, I am wrapping up season two, and there's only a few more episodes left before the end of season two. So after this one, there'll be another one, and then there'll be the season finale. And then obviously I'll do the recap from the previous one. So this one more, then the season finale, and then we're going to wrap it up. So this one I want to talk about, listen, sis, stop apologizing. So this is for all my sisters out there, for all my Black queens. I want you all to know I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. There is just so much about you that is to be admired. But sis, you have to stop apologizing. I said something to a friend the other day and she chuckled and I said, no, I'm serious. I said, I am done pretending not to be good at something so other people can feel better. Now, this is not conceit. This is true confidence. And my confidence comes from God. My confidence comes from working hard. My confidence comes from experience. But I am done apologizing. I am done hiding how good I am at something to make somebody feel better. It doesn't matter who that person is. And I've had some experiences recently where I felt like folks wanted me to apologize for being confident in who I am, confident in my skill sets and my capabilities, confident in just being me. Life is short. I spent many years not feeling pretty enough, not feeling smart enough, not feeling, whatever I needed to feel. And I am done. I am over it. And the challenge is when a Black woman gets confident and comfortable in their own skin, people have a challenge with it. People have a problem with it. I don't know why. I love seeing confident women. And when I see somebody that is not confident, and if you know me, you'll know this about me, there's many people in my lives that are not confident, that are not as confident as me. But what I try to do is infuse some of who I am into them. I compliment them, not just their physical beauty, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder and beauty is fleeting. So we're all beautiful in our own right. But something they're good at, because I do believe that everybody is good at something. And when I see people who have low self-esteem, or the people that I do the life coaching with, or career coaching, or any of my coaching and consultation business that I do, I encourage people and I try to empower them, like, you've got this. It is all about you. Don't let anybody make you feel that you're not good enough. So I'm going to repeat this, and this is for everyone. All right. Own who you are. But I'm talking to my Black queens. Sis, stop apologizing. Stop apologizing for being confident in who you are. Stop apologizing for the way that you look. Stop apologizing for the way that you talk. Stop apologizing for your education. Stop apologizing for your skill set. Stop apologizing because you're articulate. Stop apologizing because you are just that good. Like I said, it's not conceit, it's confidence. And if God has given you the confidence, if you have gone to school, you've worked hard, you have your degree, and you've had the experience, you should not have to hide under a bushel. You should not have to take a back seat so folks could feel better about themselves. And you know, the funny thing about folks that feel funny when you are stepping up in all your glory, they are just as accomplished and they are honestly sometimes doing even better than you. But what is it about a Black woman being confident and comfortable in her own skin that threatens so many women? And I will be very transparent here. It also threatens some other Black women, and it does threaten some Black men. I'm going to be real here. Black sisters, you are not each other's competition. When you see another one shining, you clap for them as loud as you clap for yourself. And if you see somebody struggling, help them if you can. If you can't help them, you just don't talk about them. They have enough going against them without having to worry about somebody who looks like them, disparaging them, talking about them, gossiping about them, and putting them down. Cheer for her. When you see her doing her hustle, cheer for her. If she's doing makeup, if she's doing hair, whatever she's doing, she has a little side hustle. Cheer for her. Support her if you can. If you can't support her, just like her post, share her post, put an encouraging word that you go, sis. I see you. I'm watching you. I'm shouting for you. I'm cheering for you. Clap, hoorah. Hey, hey, you got this. Because let me tell you something. Personally, I'm very confident. I'm very motivated. But when somebody that I know encourages me, it touches me. And I appreciate it from the core because we all have moments where we wonder, should I go on with this path that I am going on? Am I doing the right thing? Will I ever get what I am going after? Will I ever get what I am trying to achieve? And for me, it's not about the fame or the fortune, because I believe that, if you seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, I do believe that. But I also, and I believe that, I don't want to say but, because I don't want to invalidate the word of God. I also know that when you are just chasing fame and money, you might get it, but you'll be empty. So I prioritize so many things. I work hard. I strive for excellence. I'm okay with being imperfect. I'm perfectly okay with being perfectly imperfect. I don't say that. That's a tongue twister. But you know what? If I get it, great. But I'm not going to lose who I am in the process. And this is what I say to folks. Listen, if you guys are trying to get famous, and I know I say y'all, and I'm not from the South, but I don't know why I say it, but I say it because I think it's cute. But anyway, right? You have to be confident in yourself first before you get famous, because fame, it's a thing. Like I am on social media and I see how these celebrities get attacked for everything. They are too skinny, they're too fat, they're too this, they're too that, they don't dress well. I mean, whatever they say, it's picked apart and criticized and things like that. No wonder so many of them struggle, with mental health or things like that, because they are publicly attacked every single day. Every thought, deed, look, feel, everything is criticized, right? And because folks see them on social media, they think they have the right to go in, because we have unprecedented access to these people, right? So folks think that it's okay to bully people. But you know what? Yeah, they may be famous, but they're human beings also. And no, I'm not starting a feel sorry for celebrities fan club here, but they're human beings let's be nice and stop going behind a keyboard and clicking, on saying something, bad just because, they're famous. It's not okay. But back to the topic of hand, sis, stop apologizing. I really want you to think about this. When is the last time you apologized for something? I have someone in my life that is constantly saying, I'm sorry. And, one of the things I say to them often is, why are you sorry? You have nothing to be sorry for. They'll say, sorry, I'm tired. I don't want to go to this place. Sorry. And, and I know they think that it's a form of respect. And I do appreciate people that are respectful. And let me digress for a minute. One of the things that drives me crazy, which is one of my pet peeve, is when I stop to let somebody go when I'm on the road and they don't say thank you or honk the horn. Yeah, I know, petty, right? But I'm just saying, like, if somebody lets you out, say thank you. All right. And I always say thank you. I always blink my horn, mother. I always tap my horn or blink my light, whatever I have to do to acknowledge thank you for your courtesy. So please, if you're out there and you're listening and you're not saying thank you when somebody lets you pass, on a busy intersection, stop that right now. You better do it. Okay, so sis, back to you. So this individual in my life apologizes for everything. And I will tell you, I really do try not to get frustrated because I realize that this is ingrained. This is something that they were taught for a very long time. Apologize, apologize, apologize. And it's not even they're apologizing because they're wrong. They're apologizing because they don't know any other way to be. They apologize basically for existing. They apologize for things that they shouldn't apologize for. So sis, I'm telling you, stop apologizing right now. I want you to think about all the relationships in your life. You got to be kind. You got to treat people fairly. You got to be honest and things like that. But if somebody in your life wants you to diminish who you are so that they could shine, that person does not need to be in your life. And it could be a friend, a family member, a coworker, or a boss. Absolutely. I think about just how people feel that they have the right to put people down because this other person is accomplished. Why? Why can't we shine together? So my Black sisters, my Black queen, like I said, this is for you. Stop apologizing. You're the one that got up every day, went to work early, and then school in the evening to get that degree so you can get that job so you can be quite comfortable. So stop apologizing. You worked hard. Listen, marriage isn't guaranteed, right? But you have a husband, you're happy. Stop apologizing. You have kids. Stop apologizing. You don't have kids. Stop apologizing. You bought your dream car. Stop apologizing. You got your dream job. Stop apologizing. You travel on vacations. Stop apologizing. You cut your hair. You wear long hair. You have wave and braids. You are 100% natural. Stop apologizing. You know more than anybody on your team. Stop apologizing. Stop apologizing for being who you are. I was in the kitchen with my daughter the other day, and my niece came over, and I was in the kitchen and I was singing, because everybody thinks they're Beyonce in their kitchen, right? So I have the Google Home in my kitchen, and I'm cooking, and I have Beyonce playing off full blast. Because I will tell you, one thing Beyonce will give a Black queen some confidence. I'm telling you, I'm often playing Beyonce in my head, and if I'm going somewhere and I'm doing something, I got that Beyonce in my head. I'm telling you, man, right? So I'm singing at the top of my lung, and my daughter looks at me like, how teenagers look at their parents, and she's like, "Okay, mom," and I'm like, "Why won't you let me be great?" And my niece cracked up, and I was cracking up. But sometimes you just want to say that to folks, like, "Why can't you let me be great? Why do you have such a problem with me being great?" When men and, when Caucasian men stand up for themselves and they're confident in who they are, that is a sign of strength. That is something that is celebrated. That is something that is commended. But when Black women stand up for themselves, when Black women speak up for themselves, when Black women advocate for themselves, they're seen as difficult, they're seen as overbearing, they're seen as dominant, they're seen as not waiting their turn, they're seen as entitled. And truthfully, they're not. They just want to say, hey, I'm standing up for myself. So, sis, whatever you're apologizing for, if it's something that doesn't deserve an apology, stop apologizing. Let's break that generational thing of apologizing. Like I mentioned, this person that I have in my life apologizes consistently, even though they have nothing to apologize for, because this is something that's been ingrained in them as a child. Apologize for existing. Apologize for living. So stop apologizing, whether it's work, home, or in your personal life. Go out there and be great. And as my daughter, every time I sing out loud in the kitchen and I release my inner Beyonce, she'd be looking at me like, okay, mom, calm down. But I'm going to tell you, Beyonce does give a Black queen some confidence. So if you have to blast Beyonce at full blast, blast Black Parade, I'm telling you, I'll be playing Black Parade, man. Oh my goodness. I'm like, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes. So if you need some courage, Beyonce will do that for you. So stop apologizing for being you. Stop apologizing for being great. I see you. I'm rooting for you. And I'm going to tell you this. Encourage another Black queen. Compliment her. Like her posts. I know you want to like all the celebrity posts, but they get millions of likes. And your sister that is out there doing her thing is getting 1 or 2 likes. Give her that number 3 like. Because those celebrities with 1 million of followers, sometimes the chances are they're not even going to see your 1 like, and it won't matter as much. But that queen that's out there, that's working hard and just trying to do something, and you took her post from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, she's going to celebrate every single one. So stop apologizing, celebrate other queens, and do what you got to do. Because you know what? You are great. And I am here cheering for you. Even if you don't know me personally, even if you're not seeing me, you're doing it. I'm cheering for you. Stand up for yourself. There's a meme going around, and I shared it with a couple of friends the other day. It says, if standing up for yourself burns a bridge, bring the match. We ride at dawn. And that's what I'm saying. Don't stop standing up for yourself. As always, I hope you were inspired. I hope you were motivated. And I hope you were empowered. And I thank you for listening. Don't forget, we are wrapping up season 2. Also, your girl is going to be at She Podcast in Arizona in October. She'll be a speaker. I won't tell you what my title is yet because I want you all to come. So if you're a podcaster thinking about podcasting and all of that, you should come to She Podcast. It has so many resources for you. I'm going to tout it. I'm going to push it out there because that was my first podcast conference and it was just simply the best. So search that out. Check it out. I would love to see you there. I'd love to see you in the room. So I'm going to build my audience from now. The Sit Down with Suzanne podcast is available in all major podcasting directories. It is available on Apple, Amazon, Stitcher, iHeart, Pandora, and a whole Google podcast and a whole house of others. The Sit Down with Suzanne podcast is also on Buy Me a Coffee. So you have an opportunity to support the show. So go ahead, right at the bottom of this podcast, you'll see a link to follow so you can go ahead and buy me a coffee. Now, I don't do coffee. Y'all know I'm a tea drinker, but they didn't have any buy me a tea. So go ahead and buy me a coffee. And until next time, this is Suzanne signing off, but also saying, don't forget, sis, stop apologizing.